I'm Stephanie Triplett.
I'm Amy. My name is Lauren Gunter.
My name is Mia Nellums.
Hi, my name is Dražen Karakasovic.
Lauren.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Bassett.
I'm Shannon Gann.
Hi, I'm Barrett Pierce from Houston, Texas.
My name is Brittany Ham.
Hi, my name is Mazen Dakic.
My name is Stephanie Perry.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Hernandez.
My name is Connie Chow, and I go by Zoe.
I'm Lauren Williams.
I'm Emily Tomlin.
I'm Shannon Kingston. Hi, I'm Stephanie Hall.
I'm Azalea Armas.
My name is Erin Leal.
Ulrika Bion.
I'm Courtney Simchik.
Hello, my name is Jason Alley.
Eric Timmerman.
My name is Brenda Lopez.
Hannah Wilson.
Hi, my name is Brittany Gillen.
Hello, my name is Angel Martinez and I'm a designer.
Hello, my name is Adrian Kraczynski.
Hi, I'm Kristen Franklin.
Hi, my name is Ashley Bernard.
Hello, my name is Galen Hornbeck.
I'm David Sandoval.
Hi, my name is Jessie Hester.
Hi, I'm Mark Simmons.
Hi, I'm Kristen. Hi, I'm Erin Plummer.
My name is Mark Fallis.
Steven Sosa.
Robin Welch.
Olivia.
My name is Kevin Riley.
Travis Barron.
Brendan Callahan.
Inspired you to be a designer or join the contest program?
I knew that I didn't want to be a studio major, so I thought communication design would be the best field.
It would probably have to be my ComDes class when I was a senior at Klein Collins High School. It was the first time I really got to work with a computer that way, but at the same time I think it was spending a lot of time on DeviantArt and seeing what people were doing in Photoshop and just thought it was really cool, and then it progressed from there.
Well, I've always been interested in art, like ever since I was a little girl, and this was just my way kind of getting my parents on board that I might be able to make some money doing it.
Basically, I just always doodled and drew and stuff like that, and never really thought I would be able to turn it into a profession, but my parents kind of pushed that.
Honestly, it was a long string of things, as I think happens with a lot of college students. I went into college not really knowing what I wanted to do, and but I took a 2D design class here, and I loved it, and so I just kind of kept going, and then ComDes ended up being what I wanted to do.
Well, I came to Texas State wanting to do medical illustration, and so I had to get advertising, design, or equivalent. And I did want to do design originally, but I really like anatomy, and so I went that way, and then I ended up not doing that. So.
In high school, I was interested in photography, but then I took a computer class that was focused on Photoshop and Illustrator, so from there, that's how I got interested.
I actually came into college with an education major, and I decided to switch to ComDes after a semester of doing education classes.
Well, I did journalism in high school, and from that I was the editor-in-chief, and I really enjoyed doing the pages. And I also enjoyed the journalism part of it, but when I came to college I decided that the design was going to be what I went after, that was what I was really passionate about. So I kind of just went with my gut and became a ComDes major.
I had a really awesome teacher in high school that taught a graphic design class, so that's what started it.
I always liked stickers and t-shirt designs, stuff like that. I grew up skateboarding and drawing, so that pretty much was my inspiration for getting into design.
I've always been really interested in the creative process and took art classes in high school, and this seemed like a really interesting way to make that into a viable career.
Well, I kind of fell upon it accidentally through one of my previous career choices as a drafter, and I quickly developed a passion for design.
For when I went to college, I was really torn on what to do with life. I guess like I didn't really know what to do, and I felt that I fit best in the design field. And once I got into it, I realized that it's like everything around us, and so that was pretty exciting. So.
Well, I have always been, I guess, more on the artsy side since I was little. I've always been drawing. I've enjoyed lots of arts and crafts and stuff like that. So eventually it kind of led me into the design field. I always had an interest in it, so.
I just kind of wanted to be in the art industry, but I wanted to make money. I didn't want to be, waiting between jobs for illustrating or doing, painting or just design.
I came to design through the fine art field, and hopefully it's a way to make some money and still be creative.
Hey, so when back in high school, and then I took a Photoshop course, and I immediately fell in love with it. And I remember my first project was a CD. It's a CD album cover design, and I remember the feeling after I finished it. I feel really accomplished, and so since then, I know designer is something I want to do in my life.
What inspired me is I've always liked to draw. It always came easy to me, and I found that ComDes was just something that I could actually make money in.
My mom did a lot of interior design. She's extremely creative, always had us doing do-it-yourself projects, helping her paint houses and stuff like that. So I definitely say it came from that.
Well, like I'm sure everyone else has said, I've always liked art. And I like the fact that in graphic design you can, as a graphic designer you can not only just make art but have it be all over the place and let others kind of experience it in their own way.
I would say it was a class I took in high school that I think it was called graphic design or something along those lines. And I said, okay, that sounds interesting, might as well do it. I have free elective space. And I really enjoyed it and found out what graphic design even was and fell in love with it from there, because before then all I did, or all that I enjoyed, was coloring and
The nature of the field. I've heard that web design is one of the most relaxing fields out there as far as stress goes.
Ever since I was a kid, I was always making stuff, and I discovered Photoshop in middle school sometime. And once I started, I couldn't stop, and that's all I wanted to do. So
I could make money doing art.
Painting, art, making money, fighting the system, and corrupting the youth.
Well, ever since I was young, I loved drawing, and I just haven't stopped since. And I love graphics too, so I decided to try it myself.
I was working in a bar and I was making logos and did a couple of advertisements, and I just decided that I really liked designing, and so I decided that that's what I'd like to go to school for.
Well, I started off in a different career path and had the opportunity to go to Chicago and visit some advertising firms, and just realized I really liked design, and I came back and switched my major.
Art has always been a passion of mine, but trying to meet technology and art, that's where my graphic design came from.
Ever since I was little, any sort of print ad or Disney movie or anything made me want to be involved with design.
I actually, took me a little while. I have a degree in math and Spanish, and so I spent some time as a teacher and then working in the tech startup industry in Austin, and finally figured out that if I'm going to be working for the rest of my life, I wanted to find something that I was passionate about doing and that didn't feel like work. So.
Well, ever since I was little, I've really loved looking at magazines. I always used to tear out the ads and put them on my wall. I just always enjoyed that creative aspect of magazines, advertising, print, everything artistic like that.
Funny story, I actually started off as a psychology major, and then I was an unofficial Spanish major, and then I switched to computer science. And in all those majors, I just felt like my creativity was being suppressed, more or less. So I took one class in the ComDes program, and I fell in love with it, and I haven't looked back since.
coming into contact with visual marketing and things all my life, I've always wanted to be participating in that development. So.
I would say print in general inspired me to be a graphic designer. Growing up, I noticed a lot of really cool print ads, newspaper ads, everything. And then getting into web, I really wanted to go into the art field, but wasn't quite sure what best fit my interests. So I decided to go for ComDes because I could get some influence based on everything that I've learned.
Definitely my father, and just the fact that I was growing up being around the design world. I took a lot of art classes in high school, and I was really into drawing. I took a design course when I was a senior in high school, and that's when I kind of made a decision to go into graphic design.
Growing up, I always knew that I had an attention for detail, so I realized being in this major would be perfect.
Well, I was always interested in studio art first, and then I realized that going to graphic design had a little bit more potential, I guess, to me, and a little bit more interest that got sparked there, so I went with that.
Inspired me. I didn't really know I wanted to be a designer. Basically, I hated my job when I graduated college a few years earlier, and realized I hadn't drawn a picture in 5 years due to the amount of time I spent working in retail. So I decided to enroll in art school and figured graphic design was probably the place I could make money, and come to find out I love it. So
Just to have a career in a creative position.
I just really enjoy drawing and working with other creative minds. I started painting when I was younger, and going to school for photography really helped me figure out what I enjoyed more when I was taking a Photoshop class. So just worked my way into getting here, and I'm really happy with the decisions I made.
I like to draw, and so when my parents told me you can't get a drawing degree, I picked ComDes.
Comic books. I loved illustration, and it looked like a way of doing that practically.
Right when I was about to graduate high school, I saw an ad for Altoids where this guy was stepping on these cinnamon Altoids, and it was like coal walking, and he was like losing his mind because of how hot they were. I thought it was like the most creative thing ever, and I thought, hey, that'd be fun to do for a living.
My freshman year of college, I was a business major, and I did really poorly in a speech class, and so I decided I wanted to be behind the scenes rather than speaking in front of people.
Really, I didn't really have such an inspiration. I kind of just realized I have a creative eye for putting projects together, and the aspects of color and photography and all a bunch of graphic design elements. So I guess it was a mid, college semester choice, or between the college years I found out that I need to be a graphic designer and not an interior designer.
I would say I've always loved design. I think it was just something that I did naturally, as far as just enjoying to putting things together in a very creative way. And it just took me a really long time to figure out that graphic design was what I wanted to do.
What have you learned going through the process?
Definitely how to use the Adobe programs better and how to give a better critique.
A lot about my personal style.
I don't even know. It's been like a whirlwind, honestly.
Sometimes you gotta let things go. You can't get bogged down on too many small details or it'll take me forever.
I've learned that not only are you going to fail, but that it's important to fail, because that's the only way that you learn.
That you can stress, but it's not necessary. Like, I see a lot of people stressing, I've stressed a lot, but once it's over, it's like, oh, that's it? Oh, and then you're proud of it, so it's like, I did all that for no reason. So that's what I learned, that you don't have to be stress-free. You can just be stress-free.
I guess not to give up and to trust your instincts.
I've learned that I have a lot of skills that I didn't know that I had.
I've learned a lot about the programs and kind of how it will be once I get into the field.
I think the biggest thing I learned was actually having a process. I now have a process from, start the idea to finish.
A lot. I guess just because it's college, you learn more about yourself than probably any other time in your life.
I guess all the Adobe programs and just really a better work ethic and a lot of all-nighters, how long it can take to really make a good design.
I've learned a lot of problem-solving skills and a lot about type, and a lot of posters are really, really bad.
Well, I learned off the bat that I really want to focus more on web design than, graphics themselves. And that kind of encouraged me to learn more HTML and CSS.
That it's more around us than I thought it was in the beginning, and now when I get anything in the mail or anything, I'm totally judgmental of just bad. I mean, but you just look at things like, oh, this could be better this way, or stuff like that. So.
Design is really hard. It's so everything has to be perfect to a T. It's very time consuming, and I just didn't realize it was so hard.
Just to honestly do my work. I procrastinate way too much as is, and so this is kind of been a trial by fire for me to get things done, and just, you gotta do your work.
Being a combat student for 2 years now, and I have learned that design, it's not just about making something pretty, it's also about communicating with people and sending out a message through your work.
I've learned a lot. Basically, there's a lot to know about ComDes that you wouldn't normally think about when you're just like, oh, that's easy, just do this and that, but it's a lot harder than you think.
How to manage my time is one of the biggest ones, and stress, and of course all the other things that everybody else learned about design.
I've learned that I need to be more patient with myself and that I make a lot of mistakes. I've always been a perfectionist, so this has really just tested me like the entire time. So I've learned how to deal with my my own personality, I guess, and just being able to use what skills I do have into my work.
I've learned that it's actually work, for one. Although it is enjoyable, it still takes a lot of effort. But it's been great.
Many technical skills, and mostly to have confidence in my work.
I learned that you have to take criticism well, 'cause if you can't, you're going to get your feelings hurt, and you're not going to succeed the way you want to.
Creative process, rebranding, web design, everything.
I've learned that you definitely need to sell your soul. You need to answer to a higher power and create enough happiness for everyone to smile for all of eternity.
The whole process just taught me different rules, different guidelines to follow, and stuff to avoid. That's a good thing.
I have learned how to be patient with myself, to walk away when things aren't going as well as they should be.
I've learned how important research is, and from the beginning, I didn't research that much, and I've just learned throughout my time here how important that is, and just to be able to step away and get a fresh pair of eyes.
I've learned everything I know. I came in here with a blank slate, just knowing how to draw, and just very minimal, and now I can design anything I see.
I've learned that you have to play in order to be inspired. You can't just sit at your desk all the time. You have to go out and do things.
I think I've learned that my background in math had a lot more to do with design than I thought it would. That those are sort of a really nice pair, and they were for me anyway. So I think that
the communication part of communication design was more important and a good fit for me, more so than I thought it would be.
I've had to learn patience. Patience was the biggest thing I had to learn. Sitting down for hours, working on projects, and working late hours into the night, and sometimes you just have to leave and come back, find inspiration, but definitely patience.
Research. It's really hard to start with your base ideas and create something that will get the message across. You really have to research and know what's going on in the field, and that really helps all your ideas come together.
That whenever things get tough or inspiration dries up, that you have two options: either grind it out until the second wind or separate yourself from it. And so that's a really effective thing that I've learned.
Going through the process, I've learned a lot of self-control. I tend to want to put every single good idea I have on paper, and the programs actually taught me to tone that down by organizing my thoughts better and by choosing the best idea that I have and then follow through with that and push it a little bit further.
Wow, responsibility and not procrastinating and, powering through projects, because just know that in the end, it'll all work out.
I've learned to never second guess yourself, always write down all your ideas and just be confident so you can pick your best option and just never give up.
Everything, like how to set up web pages and ads, everything. I mean, I guess I came into it with, the studio art looking at it, so I didn't really know much at all, so it's been like complete everything I could have learned, I guess.
Learned, everything about graphic design I didn't know. I taught myself a lot, and I learned how to become a designer, to critique, to utilize all the skills I knew from studio art and apply them in graphic design. So, and then not only that, all the stuff I learned in business school to apply. So,
I hate it.
To never be satisfied.
To be your own worst critic. Maybe that's not the best way to be, but it certainly benefits my work.
Learn this is very time consuming. And it's a lifestyle, more so than just a major.
Never stop improving. There's always room to be better.
To stay really organized, otherwise the work will kick your ass.
I've learned that you can't take yourself too seriously. You can't wear your heart on your sleeve. A lot of people aren't gonna like your work. You have to learn to kind of roll with the punches.
Oh, it is a very tedious one. That being anal retentive about the little details is really important, and thankfully I'm very anal retentive towards things like that.
I have definitely learned patience and also details and knowing that, it can always be better. There's always room for improvement.
Do you still have the same interest or enjoy other design fields?
I love illustrated type.
I think I still do. I really like the whole painting on a computer aspect. I'm not very good at it yet, but I like it. But I also developed into packaging design, which kind of came out of left field for me, but I've really taken to it and I really like it.
I think my interests are sort of the same, but they've also changed.
I'd say basically I still have the same interests, but they've just been modified a little bit now that I know more about the profession.
Do you still have the same interest? Do you still have the same interest?
I'm interested in a lot of different things. That's actually kind of the question right now. I don't.
Do you still have the same interest?
I want to do, but I just.
Do you still have the same interest?
Something.
Do you still have the same interest?
I'm kind of all over.
Do you still have the same interest?
I haven't really.
Do you still have the same interest?
But I really like print.
Do you still have the same interest? 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 Do you still have the same interest?
Web design. So.
Definitely enjoy other design fields now. I thought that I would be a book designer whenever I first came into the ComDes program, and I've slowly realized that I really like print and illustration and interactive. I really like.
I don't.
Do you still have the same interest?
Well, I guess yes and no is really the correct answer to that, but I've learned, of course, like I said, ceramics, that I am really passionate about ceramics. I've learned that I still enjoy doing page layouts and newspaper magazine design, which is kind of one of the things I'm hoping to go into, but a really big passion that I learned is that I love to do volunteer work and nonprofit. And so I'm really hoping to get a job somehow designing for nonprofits.
I'm kind of leaning towards an industrial design career now, kind of venturing out a little bit.
I do still have the same interests, and I also enjoy studio art too.
I've gotten really into environmental design and illustration, so my interests have shifted a little bit, but yeah, that's a bad answer. It's okay.
Yes, I still have the same interests, but at the same time, I've developed other interests as well, so it's kind of taken up my time because I have so many different interests.
I still have the same interest, but I love to code now, so it's not necessarily like design. It is, you get to work with the designers, but that's more of, which is shocking, it's more of like turned into the technical side than something like that. So, but that's more of interest, the web design type.
I kind of like a little bit of everything. I definitely like to explore different fields of design, so I don't really have anything in particular. I love everything.
It's gone more towards design. When I first came in, do you still have the same interest? Fine arts and then kind of schmoopy areas of arts, but now it's, when I see bad design, I'm just instant. Do you still have the same interest? Just kidding. Do you still have the same interest? But no, I feel like it's gotten wider.
It's kind of stayed the same. Kind of was in, it's fine art side, so it's the illustration side, and then some coding now, but mostly it's back to illustration.
I still have a lot of passion for design, and I really enjoy the process of designing, and I also enjoy creative problem solving.
I do, but I kind of want to change what I'm doing, but it's come too late.
Yeah. I used to be really interested in editorial design, and now I'm kind of leaning right now I have an internship for mobile app design, and I really am liking that because it's so fresh.
I was really set on doing interactive work, and I was like, that's it, that's what I'm going to do. But then I don't know, I just kind of lost my interest in that and started liking packaging and just branding.
I think I never really had a focus on one specific thing that I liked. So I wouldn't say that that's changed yet. It's just that my desire for all of them has really grown a lot altogether.
I really love studio art.
definitely do love web design even more now, especially learning responsive.
I've learned to enjoy other fields as well as what I came in wanting to do. I wanted to do packaging, and I hated logos before. I never wanted to do it, and now it's one of my favorite things to do. So
I'm still interested in design, also like illustration and other studio arts, but design has been my main focus.
My interests are very small compared to a lot of people's, I guess. I find myself constantly dwelling in the midst of complicated, convoluted books that really have no meaning at all.
My interest is still the same. I love graphics, even though I touch bases with other areas. My passion is still graphics.
I still enjoy doing the logos and the branding and all that sort of thing. I have really gotten into book design, so that's something that I'd like to pursue further.
Well, when I started out, I had a very broad aspect of design. I liked everything. I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go, and once I got through the program, I realized I really enjoyed print design.
No, the interest is still there. I love design, I love print, but I can see myself doing more interactive things.
I love photography, I love web design, I love every really design field, but my love is print.
I didn't have one set design field that I was interested in coming in. I knew that that I liked problem solving creatively, but I wasn't sure, in what context. The one thing that I wasn't expecting was to really like interactive design.
I've gotten into interactive a little bit, and at first I thought it was horrible and hard, and but just getting more into it, I really enjoyed it, and that's what I want to pursue that a little bit more. Although I feel like print design is more of my strong point right now.
I've always been a tech geek, so sitting in front of a computer, interactive coding, all that, I've really enjoyed it.
My interests have expanded. It used to just be pretty basic and more hand mechanics like illustration, but now I've gone into things like typography and editorial things, so it's really interesting.
I tend to have the same interest, however, I do lean more towards web design. I've just really gotten into interactive a lot more and feel that this is just something that I want to learn more about even after I graduate.
My interests now are different than what they were beforehand. All those Creative Summit meetings opened my eyes to ways you could take a design degree. Yeah.
I do have the same interest for design. I have also grown to love logo design, which is what I'm pretty sure I want to get my career in.
I was into painting and drawing, and after coming in and seeing ComDes, now I'm really interested in advertising and trying to do page layouts for magazines and stuff like that, so that's changed a little.
Every time I take a class I have no experience in, next thing I know I want to do that as well. So web design, I'm taking interactive right now, and I wish I had taken it earlier so I could take 2 and 3, so I'm very interested in it. So, and illustration, I'm taking animation, I really like that too. I'd like to try to pursue that as well.
Do you still have the same interests, or no at all?
Still have the same interests.
I have certainly veered from what I initially thought I wanted to do. I really enjoy logo design, branding, packaging.
Pretty much stay the same. I do like branding, things like that.
No, still the same interest, but a greater interest in the field.
3 months ago I thought I wanted to be an interactive designer, and now I don't know exactly what I want to do. I just know I enjoy this a lot.
Through this program, you're exposed to pretty much different elements of design, and so I've gone from web to print to art direction, and so now I'm really into art direction.
I really hadn't too much experience with book design, but for the ones I did, I used my photography skills, and I absolutely loved it in order to combine both the graphic design and the photography into it, and
it's something I enjoy, and I know I will continue to enjoy it throughout the rest of my living years.
I enjoy many design fields. I also love interactive. I love mobile design. I really love app and mobile design a lot. And it wasn't until this semester that I actually finally got to take a class in it. And it's something that I've had to kind of switch gears at what I want to do, because I do love print, but I am enjoying mobile more.
How's the ComDes program treated you? How's the experience been?
Oh, it's been stressful, but I definitely feel way more confident as a designer, so. But it is.
How's the ComDes program? How's the ComDes program?
Teachers are really cool, and I don't think I would have gotten the same experience had I gotten to like UNT or I went to UT. Definitely not going to A&M. So I think coming here was a really good choice, and I've gotten some really nice pieces out of it, and I've really been helped in discovering my style and what I like to do.
I mean, it's been stressful, kind of like the whole time, but you know, I think it's going to be worth it, so.
Oh, it's treated me awesome. I loved it, yeah, every bit of it. Yeah.
I really liked it. The professors are great, the classes are small, and so you get a lot of attention if you want it, and I think it's been a really great experience.
I love the ComDes program. Like, I think it's so important to keep going with it, because it's really cool to see everyone come up with things, and it's really cool to see the younger students come in and create something even better and newer, and I think it's a really good program. It's been great.
It's been a fun roller coaster. I have to say that whenever I was a freshman and a sophomore, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And even as a junior, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. And I feel that now that I'm a super senior, I feel that I have a better understanding of what I want to get into.
It's been really interesting. I've really come to enjoy art more than I ever have. I didn't really come in with an art background. I came in with a journalism background. And so kind of like taking all the basics and learning, you know, all the background of art and art history, and then starting to do design has just really opened my mind up to a completely new world, and I'm really excited to kind of join the workforce and kind of go and help that way and do nonprofit design.
It's been good. I've had a lot of really good teachers. I've really enjoyed being able to take some specific teachers over so that you have more connection and a little bit of a background with them, so that's been really nice.
Stressful at times, but really rewarding, and met a lot of good people.
It's been great. The program was organized, pretty awesome, and I've got to interact with some really great teachers at this university.
Arduous, but very fun. I've enjoyed it.
It's been good. It's been pretty awesome going here. Just like the teachers are pretty cool, and they've like some of them have become pretty good like friends and like people that you can go to talk about anything or stuff like that. So that's been really nice.
I've definitely progressed a lot. I've learned so much, and I feel a lot stronger than I used to when I first entered the program. So, and I have to thank all the great professors that we have for that, because they've really taught a lot.
It's been fun and challenging. There's been some really great teachers and some really awesome people. I really love the program and everyone in it, and just what I've gone through it. So it's been good.
No, it's been fun. There's no complaints.
I really enjoyed my time here as a design ComDes student, and I think it has been really challenging, but it's really fun for me too, and I'm really excited to start my career as a designer.
It's been tough. It's been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends, but ultimately it's been really hard. Time constraints and all that stuff. So.
It's been stressful, but I've learned a lot about myself, and I wouldn't take it back. I did not know what I was getting myself into, but completely enjoyed it.
So it was nice to have all those different classes to take to just kind of be like, okay, this is really what I want to do. Just like I wanted to do interactive, and I ended up not wanting to after I saw what packaging was and branding really.
It's been good, a little stressful, really stressful, very time consuming compared to other degree programs I would assume. But I've learned a lot, especially in the last 2 years, which has been really great. But yeah, it was a good experience overall.
It's been fun. It's been really exciting. I've met a lot of friends. And sometimes it's been pain, but that's just school.
Yeah, it's been good. It's taught me how to manage my time and how to take the criticism that you need to be able to take.
It's been very enlightening. I've enjoyed it. It's taught me many things I couldn't learn at a lot of other colleges, and it has turned me into a better designer.
Everything's been great around here. It's been wonderful. I loved it since the beginning. And I just can't wait to keep learning and just keep going. Can't wait to get started.
I've learned a lot. I've really appreciated learning the programs that get me further, paying attention to detail and learning about typography and all that sort of thing too. So I feel like my skills have definitely been strengthened through the program.
It's been tough. It's been a tough ride, but I wish I was in the new parts of it where it's getting tougher so I can know more.
It's been tedious and hard and stressful and long, but it's been good.
Challenging, but in all the right ways. I think the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Communication Design is something that I hadn't really thought through, and taking all those painting and drawing and color theory classes were challenging and sort of out of the box for me, but it's empowering as a designer to have those in your toolbox. And yeah, I think another thing too is that the people in our program are here not because it's an easy degree to float through. You know, I don't know what I want to major in, so I'm going to major in communication design. That's not the case at all. It's hard work, and we're all laboring together to be good designers, and so it feels good to be part of a team that way.
Awesome. I've met a lot of different kinds of people. I feel like I've become a much more well-rounded designer. So it's definitely been helpful. I've learned so much, and I feel like I can leave here with some good work.
It's been tough at times, especially coming in my junior year and starting off new in ComDes. I had a lot to catch up on, so I've been going solid for 3 years now. It gets overwhelming at times, but then you realize that while the people are taking tests and all this boring stuff, you're actually creating work that you enjoy, so that really helps you get through it at the end of the day.
It's been stressful sometimes, but the best part is being able to interact with the faculty, and they're really priceless. It's great.
The ComDes program has been a learning process for me. When I came into the program, I knew nothing about Photoshop, Illustrator, any of the creative suites. So actually going through the program has been a fantastic learning experience, and I feel like I'm able to really put all of my ideas into something that's workable and doable in any type of field.
Tough, stressful, and those are probably the two most important words I could probably say about it. Tough and stressful, but you know, it's a really great program, and I've enjoyed it all.
It's been extremely stressful, but it's definitely been worth it, and I've learned a lot from all of my peers and my professors.
It's been really good. Like, I've had a couple of setbacks, like medical, and the teachers have always been like really understanding and trying to help me get through, so I've enjoyed it.
You know, it's stressful working full-time and going to school full-time, but I enjoy it. I've learned to try to drink as much water as possible and to get as much sleep because I have a constant headache from staring at the screen all the time. But yeah, it's been great. I've learned a lot. I wish I could stay in school longer, but I have a lot of money out of it.
Good, definitely.
Really good. a lot of teachers are super helpful and passionate about helping students get along. Especially this last semester, working with like Sam and Grayson and Bill Meeks. Couldn't ask for better teachers.
Very sleepless.
The program is tough, but fair.
It's been tough, but fun, yeah.
My experience has been tough. Our teachers are really hard on us, but I think it's been extremely rewarding. I think there's a lot of opportunity coming out of this program, so.
Whew. Well, I had a really good friend who told me to come here, and I was at another university and it wasn't going well, and I knew I needed to come to a better university, and found out more information about this program, and I've absolutely loved it since. And professors here really care about their students and want them to do well, and that's what I strove against, because I thought that's what's really important, that the professors really want their kids to do well, and because, you know, real world is just around the corner, so we really need to prepare ourselves, and Texas State has done a wonderful job, so.
Very tedious, but rewarding. I would say I've learned so much. I, like Stephanie, had gone to another university and didn't get as much out of it as I wanted, and knew that I needed to know more, and realized that Texas State was probably the best bet. I knew their program was really good, so that's why I came here.
How has it been going through the ComDes program?
I definitely want to make a living doing design, probably work for a design firm, and work my way up to creative designer.
I would really love to get over to the UK. I want to go overseas and get a whole new experience and see what the different design styles are like there and work in that environment.
Honestly, if I can do anything where I'm a little bit happy, I think that I'll be set.
To be a beast at whatever I do, I guess. I don't know.
Get my feet wet and figure out actually what I hate so that I can figure out what I like.
I don't know. Web design is kind of up there, so.
I definitely want to make a living doing design, probably work for.
Figure out, I don't know. I don't know yet.
I don't know. I had an internship doing interactive, and it was a good learning experience, and I'm not sure if that's what I truly want to go into, but I wouldn't mind doing interactive. So.
Do volunteer work and nonprofit, and so I'm really hoping to get a job somehow designing for nonprofits.
Hoping to just work at something that lets me use my creativity and continue to learn and expand.
Is to always find a solution to any visual problem and just enjoy what I do.
My career goal is actually to get my master's in painting and eventually teach at a university and be a freelance illustrator.
I want to own my own business as a graphic designer and web designer, and just a general design business.
No, actually, I would love to code web, but I also kind of would like to start off maybe as an art teacher for kids, something like that.
A kind of job in the design field, and of course progress from then on, but I really want to get a job in something I love doing.
More recently, thinking about maybe going more into copywriting, because while I do enjoy design, I enjoy the challenge of coming up with the right words to convey the ideas.
Some fine work.
My career goal is to enhance my skill as a designer, and hopefully I can have my own studio one day.
Ultimately, I'd like to be an art teacher.
I still don't know which way I'm going to go with design because there's so much. But later on in life, maybe be a teacher. But that's after I feel like I'm accomplished.
I really want to do nonprofit stuff in the end. I guess after earning money, and then I'll want to just do nonprofit stuff for like churches and help them out, or just even like small businesses. I'd like to work with them.
My ultimate goal would be to use my skills for a greater purpose than just having a job. I don't want to just work to make money for myself. I want to use design to spread messages and make a difference.
I'd really love to do freelance work.
Okay.
Just be the best at it I can. I have some friends doing it already, so hopefully I can team up with them and really do awesome at it.
I would like to one day have my own shop somewhere, but I want to work for people for a good 10 years at least and get more knowledge under my belt.
To work for myself. I guess I'd like to work at a place that has a lot of importance.
My career goal would probably be just to land some big job somewhere. Location-wise, I don't mind, but as long as I love it, it's there.
I would like to do some freelancing, and I would also like to work for a small firm.
Well, I'd like to work at a small design firm when I first get out and just see where that takes me.
My career goal is to get a job anywhere where I can find one, but to leave my mark in the world is what I really want to do.
I really want to get involved with activist groups and be involved in Women's Media Center and do anything that helps other people.
Editorial design, if that's where I end up, that I would work for a well-designed magazine where the content is also important and interesting. So like Texas Monthly comes to mind.
I am planning on moving to California, and I hope to get a design job out there. It's going to be tough, but I'll do it.
I plan on moving to Dallas. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do there. I've researched some design firms. Seems a lot of people are in the need for interactive design, so hopefully I won't have that hard of a time finding a job.
I'd really like to help with startups and nonprofits. I really like the idea of working with a team of people who all have a similar and original goal.
My career goal would be essentially to be a freelance designer and be able to design for anyone, anytime, anywhere. And that's something I really look forward to going into the future after I graduate.
Like I said, I'd like to kind of possibly go into the new media world.
My career goal would probably be to make logos for a wide variety of companies and also to make patterns for Vera Bradley one day.
I'm thinking probably something in the advertising scene. I'm not expecting to get into that immediately, I guess, because jobs are kind of tight, so I'm thinking, just take whatever I can get and then hopefully work up to getting some kind of advertising.
My career goal, probably not to be a hands-on designer forever. I'd like to become a creative director somewhere. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
I don't know, not this.
To be a graphic designer for some sort of company.
I think my main goal is to work in an environment with other people that enjoy it as much as I do. I just want to be somewhere where everybody's happy. It makes me happy. I don't want to be miserable. So.
To get a job, that'd be nice.
I'd love to become a comic book artist, or barring that, something doing illustration, professional.
Just to make good work and enjoy doing it as much as possible.
I think I want to be able to afford my own place and not borrow money from my mom and dad. And I think I want to be able to have a dog and drink beer and be happy, I guess.
Well, I will be graduating with a job in marketing and advertising, so that'll give me some, not really a leg up, but maybe some paid internship
work with graphic design?
My career goal. First of all, I would just like to continue working as a designer and start off as a junior designer or a web designer, app designer, anywhere. Location to me is not an issue. I am willing to like pack up and move if I had to. But I would like to work for a really nice, good company, good firm, good people. That's all I can ask for. And just learn from the best. And just, I don't know, wherever it takes me.
What is your name?
Okay, yes,
Do we want them to say the name?
we could.
Are we recording right now?
Yes,
There's people listening to me talk at all. Gosh, it's easier. Like video is horrendous. I can't even explain it.
Y'all have to do this too, right?
Oh, now I'm all nervous. Like,
That's
want to
alright.
ask questions about my hair. Whatever.
All right.
Can you ask the question again? Hold on, let me rethink that one.
Came in with no makeup on, so it's good.
No, but I just, so the sorority stuff where you have to look like,
Perfect.
yeah.
Boom! Okay, cool. Perfect.
Sit like this.
Okay.
I've learned that it's actually work.
Yeah.
I would say I would like to be a designer. Let's redo this. It's already bad. Does everybody,
Oh, who am I? My name is Mark Fallis.
Don't worry, we're just judging you. You should do it, make that work.
Is my mom gonna see this? She comes extra review?
No.